I think a lot of times people think doing anything costs them energy, not
Hmm.
realizing that there are things that we can do that are action oriented that pay us back with more energy versus depletion of energy. Can you say a little bit about that phenomenon of like how we can do these physical movements and actions that, when you're not used to it, you think, God, that's just going to tire me out. But
Hmm.
instead, the opposite is true.
Right, absolutely. And this is such a good point because it is counterintuitive, but you just have to look at people sitting for too long and notice what happens to them. Nobody gets off a 7 or 8 hour plane flight and goes like, "Oh man, I feel so great. I just been sitting for 7 hours. Fantastic. I'm ready to run a marathon. I'm all charged up." And everybody's like, "Oh my God,
Mm.
this hurts." And like, you know,
Right, right.
sitting too long and not moving creates stagnation of energy. Whether it's a car trip or sitting at your office all day, we're designed for movement. And there's great new studies. The big study that came out, sitting is the new smoking. And it's like, what? Just sitting too long is as detrimental to your health as smoking.
Wow.
Wow.
So movement gives you energy. Absolutely. Why? Well, everything in nature is moving. Everything in this universe is moving. So if you are sitting still, it's one way in which we swim upstream and deplete our body's energy because you're not going with what everything else is doing. And so like a Qi Gong practice, it's relaxing and it's movement. It's
Wow.
moving with the current. So it's not like going out for a jog. It's not like going to the gym. It's simple movements that cultivate energy. And this is what I love about it. It's like, it's not too easy. It's not too hard. It's like the sunset of exercise. It's like, oh, this just feels good. It's just like yin and yang are in balance.
The
And
sunset of
now I've just,
exercise.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna quote
already
you
yeah,
on that.
seduced.
That's a
Yes.
good one.
yeah, yang is the sunset of exercise, guys.
Love that.
For
Can you have a glass
some
of
of you, it's the
wine with that
sunrise of
sunset?
Right, right. Can we have a glass of wine?
Does it come with cheese and crackers? I mean,
exercise. Well, funny enough, people when I owned the Santa Cruz Cheese Center,
cheese.
people asked if we had wine there.
Yeah,
Oh,
because of the cheese and
Wine and cheese, huh? Oh, no, cheese center.
that's a riot.
Oh, God.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good sell, actually.
Yeah.
I am one of those people that I don't need to constantly be moving to feel relaxed. I'm very happy sitting. I'm a good sitter.
You're a good
I
sitter.
can sit and stay focused,
She sure can.
and my
My
husband
God.
cannot sit still at all. We've been in Maui, and it's been really funny
Amazing.
to like watch us both at the beach because I'm just happy as a clam,
Just sitting there.
sitting, reading my book, feeling the breezes. And Matt has to get up and go on a walk like every 10 minutes. I'm like, how many walks can you go on? And then 2.5 hour, 7 walks. Oh, well, good for you. Have fun. I'm going to sit right here. You'll know where to find me.
Matt and I would be good partners on vacation
Would
because
you?
when I go on vacation, I got to go do something. I got to go see something. I got to go on some
Right.
adventure. But then, Leah, after I do that, then I can relax.
Then can you
Like,
chill and
I'm
just
way
enjoy
better
the
at
view?
relaxing once I've done some adventure.
Well, I could say that this conversation is really actually motivating me to want to get up with the sun. We have been getting up earlier, and I love this idea of rising with the day and to being more connected to nature and to actually have it be more of this feeling of flow, because there's a feeling inside that arises. It's like, I get to. It's not a
Yeah.
feeling of I have to. It actually makes me feel like there is a spirit connected, this thread that actually compels my spirit to want to be with the universal spirit, to want to be with the nature that is arising each day, greeting the day. Like I can already feel a chemical shift in my body, imagining, wow, what if I took this one step further? Because like a door is opening, I can feel it in my body. And to be able to notice those doors opening when you feel inspired by other
Yeah.
people, I think is also part of the spark of going, let me see if I can follow that energy that's opening something inside, right?
Mhm. Absolutely. I think you would, if you enjoy relaxing, then Qigong is the exercise program of relaxation. And so, I think
How
a lot of us
interesting.
struggle. We don't all have enough time to go to the gym, a yoga class, and a mindful meditation. And a Qigong practice combines all of that into
Mm,
like one cohesive, creative practice. So you do get some exercise, you do stretch out your muscles, and you get this beautiful flowing mindfulness practice all in one, which helps you to cultivate energy. And as far as I know, when I ask people how their energy is, most people, I'm saying in the 90%, want more energy.
Right.
It's like, if you ask anybody, hey, you want some extra money? I'd be like, sure, yeah, absolutely. You want more energy? Absolutely, we want more energy.
Right.
And so Qigong is a practice that really helps to give us more energy, the feeling of more energy, and the right kind of energy for the right time. So we want the get up and go energy in the morning, and then we want the calm, relax, unwind energy maybe in the evening so that we can sleep really well, so that when we wake up, we have more energy to get up and go. So it's very important in energy cultivation that we have both yin and yang. Yin and yang, meaning yang is the go energy of action, which we tend to think of as energy. But there's the other side that's vitally important. It's the yin energy, the ability to be able to relax and unwind. And so I made a comment, wired and tired. Most people have energy in the wrong place. So their yang energy is in their head. So they creates overthinking. And even though you might be exhausted, you can't sleep because your mind is too active. And so
Right.
this just shows us, energy isn't balanced or harmonized in my system. I need to get the yang energy that's agitating my mind down. I need to get the calm energy up into my mind so that my mind is calm and my body's energized. And that's the state that we all feel our best selves in, and that will lead to, let's say, flow or ease as we go about our days.
That wired and tired also reminds me of depressed and
Mhm.
anxious.
Yes.
And like when
Yep.
we're depressed, right, we're lacking energy. We actually feel pressed into, like there's something pressing on
Mm,
us that's often suppressing our energy.
yeah.
Then with anxiety, we often feel like we have a surplus of the kind of energy that feels horrible, that is just, giving us these feelings of wanting to escape, a lot of discomfort. And then you would want that calming, energy, well, of just being able to step into a place where your nervous system gets to relax and settle
Mm,
down. So I think when we're looking at like shame, depression, trauma, we're often suffering from oftentimes a mix of depression and anxiety. So I
mhm.
love that this is also sort of speaking to those two reactions that the body has when we're trying to resolve something that's been painful, and how this could kind of give us the resource we need to maybe either face it and resolve it, overcome it in some form or nature.
It takes energy to heal. Like we need to have enough resource to heal. If we're overcoming sexual trauma or shame, or if we're trying to break out of some old paradigm or belief system that is no longer serving us, it does require energy to do that. And as Lee was saying, like we need energy in order to get good rest. We need spaciousness in order to be able to fall asleep. And then we want our cortisol rising in the morning. We want that yang qi coming up in the morning. One of the things I really love about Qigong, because, I've been doing it for 23 years now. Thank you, Lee, for introducing me to this incredible practice that has saved
Absolutely.
my life over and over and over again. And a big piece of it is alchemizing emotion, because we get stuck in emotion and we think we are our emotions. We think we are anxiety. We think, oh, I'm just an anxious person, or I'm just a
Hmm.
depressed person, or I'm not a worthy person, or whatever our belief is that's getting us stuck in this downward spiral. And that's one of the powerful things about Qigong is like we use breath, we use movement, we use, vibration and frequency to break out of the experience of being one of those emotions and into the experience of being the Tao, being spaciousness, being the isness, being not so attached to what we think we are.